I'll go ahead and plug the channel. This is going to be a Class A Fixed race at Talladega. I'm starting in 9th in the number 12 car. This is the last race that I'm going to be doing in A Fixed for this week.
Are you going to run up front or are you going to fall to the back?
I'm going to run up front, man. I'll try. This draft...
Man, we can hang with you. We'll try.
Sounds good, man. Yeah, with this draft model, it just seems like the only thing to do in these cars is just hug the bottom and hope for the best.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely do not suck up the same way that they used to. That is for sure.
Yeah, and they don't suck up the way that the B and C cars do. Or the D cars, for that matter.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Of all the cars that should be able to suck up, it should be these.
Yeah, well, I mean, these ones have the lowest downforce and they're the slickest, so I guess it makes some sense that they don't suck up as much, but these are the ones that would be most important for iRacing to get the draft model right on. I mean, the pro guys can do it, so I don't know if it's the package or the draft package or the setup or some combination, but they should be able to fix that, hopefully before the Daytona 500.
Yeah, here's hoping. I know that the truck looks like a good, but then again, they're punching a hole in the air that's inside the semi.
Yeah, and same with the B cars. There, even though they leaned them out some, they're still a little bit rougher around the edges than these ones are.
Definitely the way they set these cars up. Because if you have an open test that you tweak, you can get the car to stick up really good.
Still okay.
Yeah, good luck, everyone. Alright, so just trying to stick right with the 23 and make sure that momentum is going forward, hopefully when the green flag comes out.
Green flag.
There it is. And once again, I'm just a little bit late. Fortunately, I got a little push from the 2. Hopefully Aaron's able to duck down in. Maybe not. So here we go. And here's this is going to illustrate the issue right here. Oh. Big checkup on the inside. That'll actually help the outside line substantially. But we'll see. Even with that, you might have a couple guys get position, but long term, now you see how broken the outside line is. They've got 2 and then a gap, while the inside line's nice and formed. So the inside line is able to hang on the straight and then close up and pull up in the by virtue of having the inside through the turns. What up, JoJo? Bet win 100. I love you, man. Let's hope so. Let's get this thing. Right now I'm holding on to 9th place. That's where I qualified. And another check up on the inside line. See that? If the inside line is not organized and is checking up like that, the guys on the outside will actually make some progress. Or they'll find gaps and be able to slot in. Outside line's running okay right now. Don't know what keeps causing the stack-ups on this inside line, but someone just doesn't quite have it figured out properly. If I get a chance to actually pop up in between the 2 and the 10, I might do it. Ooh. Sorry, slid a little bit high there. Is Aaron still to my outside? Yeah, he is. They're all shifting around. You got to really pay attention and have a long view so that you know when the corner's coming. Otherwise, that's what causes that slip. You have to start turning your wheel a little bit before you're actually in the corner, otherwise you push up. And then the other place where you got to watch it is on corner exit. It's even more important at Daytona because Daytona you'll actually, tires are well a little bit, and you'll have to lift to just be able to drive the track with the speeds you're running in the draft. Talladega, you can run the thing flat out. The only reason you're having to lift is because of the cars around you. This is the best A fixed race that I've been in all week, though. This is the first time I've really seen the outside line work. Every other one I've been in, the inside line just kind of gradually and slowly but surely works. The outside line falls apart, and everyone just kind of runs in a train unless there's a wreck. But this one, the outside line seems to have found a little bit, and the inside line is having trouble really getting organized well enough to keep the outside line at bay. I'm in a little bit of trouble because I'm kind of on the back here, and for whatever reason the guy behind me just is not close enough. So I'm sort of falling off the back, which is not helping at all. I think he's worried about how the inside line's been looking, and I can't blame him. Uh-oh, there we go. Spinner.
I'm sorry, dude.
I wonder if that was the guy who was responsible for some of those checkups. Whatever that was a big moment. No caution. I've fallen back to 12th. Tried to stick my nose in under the 8. That didn't work. But yeah, I'm actually impressed. The guys who are up there on the outside line are making it work a lot better than I've seen this week. Now they're kind of starting to come back, though. You know what, though? Well, let's see. Come on, I need to close up on this 8 car. Now the inside line's actually starting to work. Outside's only got 3 cars. Inside line's just a bigger freight train. Well, now a couple more come up to the outside line. Joshua Johnston here in the 8 car is not sure what he wants to do. Woohoo! And then he just got into the 20. That certainly caused a checkup. That was a nice save by the 20. Bailey Turner. I congratulate him, but the mics aren't clear. That was a nice save and one there, 20. Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Outside.
That's the caution.
Hey, man, your mic sounds like you're a little far away from your mouth again. Just double check that for us, please.
Dude, 20, a little bit of room, man.
You're going to be lining up behind the 20. Come around to 15.
You guys are unbelievable. How about you quit crying to each other and just drop? Jesus Christ.
My goodness.
Caution's out, and the 20 runs me right up into the safer barrier.
Get behind the 8.
That might have been...
Ridiculous. Wrecking after the caution, taking people
Behind
out.
the 20.
That might have...
Hey, y'all, half y'all just get a fucking refund.
That might have been my fault there, and I moved up on the 20 because I had to dodge the 8.
The road will be open to the caution car. I think that means us.
I mean, I just don't get it. I mean, it's like, I just don't get it.
JoJo, to bet top 5, you'd have to put a number after it, but you can't bet top 5 after you've already bet win. Once you've logged a bet, you're committed to
Sorry,
it.
Odom, if I kept,
Sergeant Speed, what up, man?
Midget.
Let's, see,
I
I'm going to try to get that top 5 for you guys, or the win,
Pretty much
finish
finish off.
something.
Keep that outside line going.
Outside line was working better there than I've seen it all week. That was a good job, you guys. So, looks like after all that, I'm sitting right in 9th. Aaron,
I was expecting it to fall off quicker.
Aaron, if it was my move that put you in the wall there, I'm sorry, man.
I don't know. We'll take a look at the replay.
Yeah, we were all kind of stacked up coming off 4, and then when the one car lost it, it made it even worse. Not sure what's with the chat, why it's not wrapping there. But 10 laps in.
Funny, I can't even
Running
hardly see over
ninth.
my hood, and they tell me I only got 1 minute and 15 seconds optional.
Why weren't you up here on the pole, man? I haven't seen you run anywhere but 1 all week.
So the 17, Michael R. Skinner is up there in the lead.
I got dropped in. I was in the lead.
The X number beside your bet, that's the multiplier. So if you win, your bet, what you get back will be multiplied by that number. Because you bet win, you'll have I think probably like a 12x multiplier or something like that.
Should be all right in the pad.
So if I end up getting a win, I will be very excited, and you'll get a big bonus on your bet there.
Hey, Skylar, is it okay if I bump you a little bit hard on the start?
Now they're talking about getting organized. So I'll be the 5th car on the inside line once again. Basically same strategy as before. A few different characters around us, but roughly the same as before. Jason Odom did a good job. He's worked his way up to 5th place. Did a good job working that outside line. 2 races at Stafford last night. Nice, man. Good job, Dominic. Proud of you, man. That's awesome. Is that your first win for 2018? The bet totals, if you do bet amount, that'll show you your total currency. And then the leaderboard should also be on screen there with the top 5. So here we go, getting lined up, doubled up, and we'll be back at it.
0.678. I think you're on the inside. Got 20 laps to go this time by.
Jason Odom's up there in 5th. For the 2018. So you already had one for the 2018 iRacing season. Nice job. I'm still winless in 2018 for iRacing. What number car were you when you got that win, Dominic? I find that I have a real hard. I very rarely get wins when I'm not like the 1 or the 2. At this point, well, I guess sometimes I get it in the 4. Usually I get wins though because I'll be running like 2nd or 3rd. Nice. Wow, 4 already. Which series? Usually the way that I get wins though is I'll be running like 2nd or 3rd. What up, Code 36? And then, you know, something will happen to the leaders, be it lap traffic or they wreck each other out, and I'm able to snake through and get a win that way. That's kind of how it goes. Way under power, but we'll move out of the way at the green if someone is behind me. Okay. That doesn't affect us. He's way behind us. But it looks like we'll have some lap traffic to contend with now for the final 20. Going to be 19 to go when we get the green.
Eyes forward there.
I want to make sure I'm in second gear.
Go. Come on, buddy.
And closed up tight on the rear bumper. Pace car drops. And we'll be set.
Pace car's off. Be ready.
Key to the inside a little bit. I want to try to be able to... Oh, he went early. That's going to string us out a little bit more.
Green, green, green. Good job.
We're going to have some momentum, possibly.
Good man. South every lap. 2 minutes 19.
Don't want to fall back and lose the draft. Get my shift points right. Code 36, thanks, Foul Man. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the family here. That was smart by the leader. Going a little bit early, got everything sorted. It's all singled out, and he's in really good shape now. Chances of getting a caution are pretty low, and the chances of the high line getting any kind of real momentum on him are pretty low too. That was a pretty crafty play there by Michael R. Skinner in the 17. Of course, as I say that, now the outside line, it looks like, is going to form up. And, well, maybe not. If that outside line, if everyone goes to the outside, then he'll just be hung out. But I don't think we're going to see that. They've only got 2 up there on the outside right now. And that ain't enough. You need 3 or 4 maybe to get that outside line working. I'm tucked up inside right now. Jason Odom comes back down, and I think that the outside, that gamble for the outside this time, I don't think it's going to work. We'll see. I think that the 4 car, good for him, by the way, getting the right number on the side of that thing. He's got a Kevin Harvick scheme, and he ended up with the 4. That worked out well. Yeah, I think this time the that's a good one. I think this time the outside line's just going to drop back. We might be single file the rest of the race.
If you can fall in line, go
There,
ahead.
your door.
So the 4 should drop now. And the 16 will try to drop in behind him.
Clear high, clear high.
So now we're just tucked up, 7th place. This is a good spot to ride for a little bit. And we'll see if we can make some more ground. It's going to be halfway when we cross this time by. So bets will close. I'm going to try Law Dog. 2 in Nationals at Bristol and 2 at Dega and B Fixed and the Open. Well, Dominic, your season's off to a much better start than mine is, man. I've been struggling to try to find victory lane. I've had some decent top 5 runs, but I just cannot find victory lane. 23 got shuffled. That's Jim Mathis. He'll go backwards. So that's a spot. Move me up to 6th place. And we got some folks peeking to the outside. That's the backstretch snake there. Again, looking to the outside. I at least like that folks are taking a peek, you know. It's good to see that. I don't really like I'm not a big fan of just resigning to the inside line. At the same time, I don't blame people for doing it.
48.5
Main reason I like that folks are looking to the outside right now is I think that that'll possibly mean more spots for me. Raw Dog, you got 3 wins in the last 2 days. Congrats, man. That's awesome.
I'm trying to push it off.
One of these days I'll have a week like that. The way that it's been for my iRacing career, it's been that, I'll get a win here and there, and then it'll be a long drought in between them. So hopefully this season's where that starts turning around a little bit. Like I always say, enjoy those wins and celebrate them every time you get them, because you never know when the next one's coming. So here we go. 17 laps complete. Just looking at the Hooters logo on the back bumper of Jason Odom's Chase Elliott tribute scheme here. Which, that was the car that Chase Elliott drove at Talladega. Didn't work out well for him, though. That was also the car that he almost ended up on his lid in. The line's more organized than it was on that first run, too. Of course, as I say that, you got the 8 car Josh Johnston is weaving around. Get a little bit of a checkup. They keep acting like they're gonna make a move to the outside, but no one's committing to it right now. We'll probably see him double up with a couple laps to go. See Jason Odom trying to make a move there. Almost hung the 20 out.
All I did was bump, man. Sorry, I didn't. Oh, man.
Thorndike sounds like he just turned someone.
What the hell?
That's the other risk that you always have. It's unique to sim racing, which is the netcode problem makes the bump draft a riskier proposition than it is in the real world. Of course, the good part of that is that you don't actually end up with broken bones or a huge repair bill if you do wreck. So the 1 just got shuffled. That'll put us up to 5th. So I don't think anyone bet top 5, but that's where I'm at right now. I think I'm riding in the one spot that will take everyone's money. So the Batman cave will clean up. That's the rake, man. So here we go. We got 10 laps to go.
Sorry, 23, I had to check up.
Riding 5th.
I bumped somebody, but sure wasn't on purpose.
Gonna try to bring this thing home
I damn near shot myself.
in one piece with a good finish.
That was me, though.
Oh, there's Aaron, man. That sucks. And the way it happened, too, getting wrecked after the caution came out. I'm going to take a look at that replay, but I will absolutely take responsibility for that one if that was my fault. Here we go. Running 5th. Trying to work on Jason Odom here, see if we can get something. Take a look to the inside, nothing doing there. That 17's got the thing glued right down to the yellow line. But we'll see what happens. He might be a sitting duck, because it looks like if the 8 goes, the 20 will go. And then kind of depends on what the 2 does. But after that, it'll sort of scatter. Uh-oh. Caution. Get slowed down. Don't wreck the thing. We'll have a restart here, and now we're running 5th.
That sucks.
This is the best shot we've had to get a good finish and possibly win one in the A car for sure. Maybe our best shot at a win all week. And again, it's just a matter of sticking to the plan, committing to the bottom and staying with it.
That's the bumper hook.
Can you guys tell on the standings how many got caught up in that one?
Behind the 2.
That's what it looks like to me.
Yep, that's the idea.
Johnston, I thought someone's front windshield.
Got to get a good restart, and hopefully this thing works out well. Gonna hunt the lead as best I can. If the leader's smart, he'll do that kind of unorthodox restart again. That worked out really well for him. Because it sort of obliterated the high line before it had a chance to form. And do that again, that'll probably buy him enough time. Of course, the risk there is that you give the guys behind you an opportunity to get a run, and then you're sitting duck. The 8 and the 2 and the 4 on the outside. That's actually a really scary combination on the outside line.
You get a black and yellow because you're smoking. You're not even going to be able to finish the damn race. Thank you.
We're going to have a lap down car coming.
Lucky duck, come on.
There you go, lucky dog. Go get yours.
All right, looks like you're
While you're playing him, it says you on the screen.
Alrighty.
Let somebody buy you, you know.
So we should get 2 to green this time
Well,
by.
you would find me before I got on pit road, but it still gave
That
me.
means we're going to have about 4 to go.
You hit the commitment cone before he got by you, and it will give you tough.
So
Yeah, well,
We'll
you
see.
know, common courtesy.
I wouldn't mind a
if you're
tear-off,
smoking,
if I'm
obviously
being
you're
honest.
damaged too much, just exit out. But no, some people can't do that.
Man, it's a virus. Nobody gonna do that shit.
Hey, it might look alright, 13, if we all wadded up here.
What up, JD Smoke? How's it
No, I
going,
had to
man?
serve a penalty because a smoking guy.
How'd the
tried to
Tulsa
drive all
shootout
the way
end up
around.
last night?
But otherwise, yeah, we.
So, quick little reset here. Gonna be probably 3 to go, 3 or 4 to go when we get the restart. Running in 5th spot after starting 9th. I've had a pretty clean race here so far, just been hugging the bottom and making that work for me, getting positions when folks get shuffled out. Running a bit more disciplined race here, and it's worked out well. The high line did work earlier in the race, and particularly when the low line was having some trouble and getting some checkups. This is the second caution. So we'll see what happens. Change bet top 5 all, right? If only.
Closed. The road's closed.
So Bell won the main big race. Not a surprise there. Oh wow. How old was the guy? Who's the guy who won those other 3? Look him up. We might have a rising star there. Was it good racing?
Hey James, on this restart, go on the outside of me.
All right. That's all behind me.
Well, again, I have to serve a penalty, so I'm going to, as soon as it goes green, I'm ducking down on pit road. I'm going to go through pit lane right now to get to the very back.
Okay.
Go get her did. I'm going to try, JoJo. I am going to try. That's awesome. Well, I'm gonna have to, check out the YouTube videos from that, and
15, you got
when I have time.
23, how much damage do you have by any chance?
Because that sounded like
James,
fun, and the way that you were describing it made it seem pretty exciting.
16. And
So
he
when
didn't catch you
when
in time.
is the Chili Bowl? Is the
That's why
Chili
I
Bowl
didn't
coming up
catch
this
you.
weekend?
I had to stay behind him.
All right, 2 to green.
We got there as quick as we could. I pay my damn money to be in here. I'm over the road truck driver. I don't get to do this very much.
Oh boy, it's
I'm
getting
gonna
real.
spend my money. If I wanted to come around, I'm going to come around. I didn't wreck you. I didn't start the wreck.
And that puts it about as plainly as it can be. So it is 2 to green.
1 to go. 1 to go.
Now 1.
2 minute 26.4.
Lining up right on the inside behind the 20.
On the inside here. 5 to go.
The 8's seeing nothing out in front of his windshield. He's going to get a big push from the 2. The 20 is going to give the 17 a big push.
That 15's really beat up.
And, hopefully we
That's what I
can
was
keep it
wondering
clean
about.
up here and it
He
doesn't
was in
all
that
end in
wreck,
tears.
right? Yep.
TV on the
Alright, so I'm gonna
13th.
try to
Okay,
push
cool.
you
I'll have to
around
mark
there,
that on my.
alright.
I'll have to go look that up in the listings and mark that on my calendar. Because that'd be a fun event to watch. I gotta,
I think
it's been a while since I've seen some race cars on the track. NASCAR season ended. I haven't been able to watch any live. There haven't been anything live TV that I've watched since. So that would be a fun event to watch.
Anyone in the same row as me that's behind me, you can go on the outside.
The best way you can facilitate that 16 probably is to just drop it to the apron when the green comes out.
Pretty hard on the outside.
And never mind then.
That's why I said what I said.
Fair enough. Sorry for interjecting. All right, so we're going to get back green here. Get the last little bit of jitters. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit nervous, which is funny because there isn't much on the line here, but
the big problem was
I got an opportunity at a good finish here, so
wasn't there. They had the normal paper barrier. Probably wouldn't have been a problem. It would just hit the wall.
Let's
but
see.
I hit that, and it shot me right down the track. Look at
so here we go.
Cut us off. You ready?
Right on the
Ready.
20. Want to be rolling forward, not back. Oh, everyone's so closed up.
Green flag.
There we go. Decent start. Not good enough, though. The 2's going to get down in front of me.
4.92.
4 gets down, and once again, we're all single file. So, all of that, and I'm still 5th. Check up. That might have been an opportunity to try to go high. Instead, I lifted. That might have been my chance, but it also could have been an opportunity to go way to the back. A little bit of a snake down the back straight. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are exactly the same as they were before the caution. And 6. Everything's just kind of stayed exactly the same as it was.
We gotta check up, guys. Come on.
Uh-oh.
54.
Trouble behind us. Looks like they straightened it out. And there's the caution.
What was the fucking caution for?
That's the race.
Big crash.
I thought that they saved it. I'll take a top 5, though. Honestly, pretty happy with that.
I didn't know where you were going. You going to stay inside or outside there?
Yeah, they checked up. I went to go outside, realized you were there.
I'll take a 5th, especially the way that this week's been going. That's my first top 5 at Talladega in any series. And it's a 0X.
Good race, guys.
Yeah, nice win, man. Good job.
Congrats, Michael.
Get behind the 2.
Yeah, no winners on the bet bot. Sorry, guys. Like I said, that top 5 was going to be the worst case scenario. But I will take it. It's my first top 5 at Talladega in any series this week.
Win 17.
I almost want to do donuts.
Took all week, but I finally won in all 3
The
series.
road is open.
Nice job, man. Congrats.
They could be lining up behind the 2.
I've only had 2 really good races where
So I'm pretty happy with that. That ought to be some good points, too, which I really needed in the A Fixed standings.
Yeah. Mike, I find it funny that you now have a mic when I was livid with you yesterday and you dumped my shit by not holding the bottom.
So
Good time.
now it's just a matter of
Aaron, were you in that race last night where you went to block the 3rd lane and came back down?
coming around to the white flag here.
No, Mike decided to go in on the bottom and then leave room for the Holy Spirit on the bottom lane and come up into us. We were the only car on the outside and he dumped us.
Yeah, last night he was in 2nd place pushing me, went to block the 3rd lane, then came down and wrecked the 2nd guy. and wrecked the whole
Next
field.
race, coming up is going to be D-Class at Stafford. Talk about that once I get this
I don't blame him.
video
He
closed
pushed me
out
down
here.
And I got clipped, and then that spun me into you.
One lap to go. Benedictus, what's up, man? How's it going?
I'm glad that you won all 3 races.
So,
That's
if any of you guys are new and not followers of the stream, please consider dropping a follow if you like what you're seeing. And also, go ahead over to YouTube and drop a subscribe. Obviously, any donations or subscriptions, monetary stuff, would be appreciated, but
that's all.
you know, this is all just for fun. When it's Stafford, I'm gonna try, man.
Then I'm like, okay, whatever.
That's
Kind
what
of.
it is. I mean, it's just, at the end of the day,
Kind of
it's
depends
like,
on how strong the
essentially everybody's trying to
opponents
figure out
are, but I'll be
exactly-
digging as hard as I can to get a
It is what it
win.
is.
We'll see how strong the field is.
Yeah, there's just no suck up with these cars. I don't know what they were trying to do here.
Remember when a couple years ago they had like the trucks, you know, run like 4 wide and everyone was like 4 wide all the time? That's what they need again.
Dude, that was so awesome.
The weird thing with it is that they've had this draft model. The weirdest thing is that they've had this draft model in the A car like this for a year and haven't fixed it.
It was fine in October.
You know, they did a recent update because they're trying to mimic bumping more instead of, you know, being able to start right, you know, nose to tail. They screwed something up.
Next session, that'll be at in about 10 minutes. So it'll be a pretty quick changeover from this one to the next one. So it's going to go
Well, I guess the one thing they got right was the bubble.
National Series at Stafford.
I
That
thought they
should
did
end in
something
time
before
for
the
me
final
to
because,
make it to
I
C
wanna be able to
Fixed
push
at
and actually
Talladega
suck
and then
up.
do B Fixed at Talladega after that. But we should have pretty quick changeovers one race to the next here. And actually, I should have enough time that I'll be able to do a little replay review, see what happened with the 3 cautions that we had.
Oh, good race, gentlemen, for the first 20 laps at least.
Yeah, it was pretty good racing. So hopefully iRacing goes back and fixes what they messed up with the draft model by Daytona.
Just be smart about who's on your outside there.
And I will take 5th.
Man, it's it, check a flag. Man, that was pretty good.
Driving around, make sure that I make the most of the safety rating that I'm going to be able to gain here. Looks like Rob Peterson's doing the same, or no, is he going to just stop on the back straight? Got a little bit of time, so I will go ahead and do a quick recap of the 3 cautions. See if we can suss out what happened. I definitely want to look at that one where Aaron got wrecked there, because that was a shame. Hope that wasn't my fault, but we're going to see here. Second gear, 55. And looking for the number 12 pit. There we go. There are my guys. Alrighty, so let's take a look. First caution was right around here. I think it was, it's already happened. Looks like the 6 tried to close the hole on the 8 where there wasn't room. And yeah, I moved up the track a little bit, and I think that caused the 20 to move up on Aaron, and he hit the wall. Honestly, everyone was just kind of out of sorts, but let's see what Aaron saw from his cockpit. First, there's the wreck. And I think he actually gets, yeah, he gets damaged from that. So he's already pretty well done. And then there's the big wreck afterwards. So, yeah, the wreck after the yellow was bigger than the one that originally caused the yellow, so that's too bad. I got 3 or 4 more cars in it.
You're alright, Bailey. Just getting stacked up. That super safety barrier. What?
That was 007 Scotty. Thanks for the follow, man. Welcome to the family. There's the 6. Oh my goodness. 6 had a wild ride. And the 9 also ended up getting flipped over. As he drives under him, that bounced him and rolled him over. Interesting looking wreck there. Okay, so back to me. And to the next caution. Which happened behind us. Let's see. Actually happened right behind us. Javier in the 15. Just gets up a little bit and then gets, I think that's net code from the 1 more than anything. That looks like a netcode deal. I don't know if there's actually contact. It's a horrible view of it. We'll see what the chopper looks like. Maybe a little contact right there, actually. But that's a funky looking spin. And the 23, nowhere to go for him. The only thing he can do is try to get on the brakes, but that pretty well had it cooked. Looks like no one else is involved. But then he's pulling it around. And this is where Thorndike ended up. See, he's going to stop. He's waiting on the 23, waiting on the 23, and rolls into pit road just before him. And honestly, I like Thorndike, man, but that's his fault. You should know better. Just pull over and stop and let the guy who needs to pass you go past. I don't even know why he's going down pit road, to be honest with you. And then this is the last one. So we're all singled up, rolling pretty well. Crossings get kind of squirrely back here. And then, yep, 18 got hooked by the 24. As the 24 just did too much to try to avoid it. Ended up causing the final wreck. Daryl Slack got caught up in it too. Yeah, the 8 car is a little bit dangerous, I guess. Ooh, that's a hard hit. So there we go. 5th place finish, pretty happy with that. And now we're going to switch over to Stafford. So thank you guys for enjoying that. Gonna go ahead and make sure that I've given thanks and credit to my new followers. Quote 36, 007 Scotty, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome to the family. Let's see. 65 iRating, so I'm back to a 31-33. Got 154 points. That'll help out in the championship standings. And .13 safety rating. 2.54 now.